The average American now values 1 hour of their own time at around $240. That single number explains why this country built an entirely parallel infrastructure, 12 separate systems running alongside normal life, designed so that people with money can skip the friction entirely while everyone else figures out which shortcuts they can actually afford. This video walks through all 12 of them, and by the end, you'll understand why the choices you make every single day aren't really choices at all. Number 1, drive-through restaurants. In 1948, a burger stand in San Bernardino cut a window into its wall and pointed it at the parking lot, and nobody called it a revolution because it looked like a shortcut. It was a shortcut, but 70% of McDonald's revenue now comes through that window, not the front door, which means most Americans never actually enter the building they're eating from. Number 2, ATMs before 1969. If you needed cash on a Saturday, you either planned ahead or you didn't get cash. Banks closed at 3 p.m. on Fridays and didn't reopen until Monday morning, which meant the weekend was a financial dead zone for anyone who forgot to stop by before close of business. The ATM fixed that, but it also introduced something the banks didn't advertise: a fee for using the wrong machine. Out-of-network ATM fees now average $4.73 per transaction, which sounds small until you realize it's a charge specifically for not being near your own bank's location. Number 3, self-checkout machines. Self-checkout showed up in grocery stores in the 1990s with a simple pitch: scan your own items, skip the line, leave faster. What nobody mentioned was that the store was also cutting a paid position and handing that work to you for free. Grocery chains save roughly $4,500 per self-checkout unit per year in reduced labor costs, and none of that flows back to customers as lower prices. Number 4, online grocery pickup. Online grocery pickup takes the self-checkout logic one step further. You don't scan anything, you don't push a cart, and you don't walk past the end cap displays that stores deliberately position to pull items into your basket that weren't on your list. You order from your phone, pull into a marked spot, and someone loads the bags directly into your trunk. A full grocery trip, including driving there, parking, shopping, checking out, and driving back, averages about 41 minutes. Pickup fees running $5 to $10 per order make the shortcut financially irrational for tighter budgets. Number 5, curbside retail pickup. Curbside retail pickup existed before 2020, but almost nobody used it. Target had the infrastructure sitting there for years, and so did Best Buy and Home Depot, and the usage numbers were maybe 5% of online shoppers. Then March 2020 arrived, and it became how millions of Americans bought things for about 18 months straight. What's interesting is that it survived. Around 40% of people who picked it up during the pandemic kept using it after, which means it wasn't just fear driving the behavior. They tried it, did the time math, and stayed. Number 6, fast food mobile ordering. The fast food apps weren't built to save you time. They were built to track what you order, how often you show up, and where you are when you get hungry, and then use that information to push you towards spending more. The time savings are real, though. Mobile ordering cuts transaction time by 2 to 3 minutes and removes the pressure of deciding what you want while someone waits behind you. Number 7, one-click online shopping. Amazon patented one-click purchasing in 1999, and for 18 years, every other online retailer had to legally add friction to their checkout because they couldn't replicate it. That patent expired in 2017, and within 3 years, one-click checkout became standard almost everywhere. What one-click removes isn't just time. It's the pause where you'd re-enter your card number and think twice. Cart abandonment drops roughly 35% when checkout requires fewer steps. So the speed also functions as a spending trigger. Number 8, microwave meals. The microwave oven showed up in American homes during the 1970s, but frozen meals didn't really take off until the 1980s, when two-income households stopped being unusual and started being normal. That 45-minute dinner window that one partner used to fill became a problem, and food companies built a product around it. The frozen meal market now runs about $67 billion a year, And the price range tells you everything. Budget trays run under $2 and carry most of the sodium. Number 9, interstate highway exits. The interstate highway system got built in 1956 for military logistics, specifically to move troops and equipment across the country faster than the existing road network allowed. Civilian time savings were a side effect that became the whole point within about a decade. Every exit ramp on a major interstate is a commercial ecosystem now. Fast food and gas stations and chain hotels positioned for someone who's been driving 2 hours and needs to stop. Those businesses aren't there by accident. The Department of Transportation's signage rules hand them a direct advertising channel to every car on the highway. Number 10, airport TSA PreCheck. TSA PreCheck costs $78 for 5 years, gets you a separate security line where your shoes stay on, your laptop stays in the bag, and your wait time drops from about 20 minutes to about 5. Two people with identical flights and identical luggage walk into the same airport and have completely different mornings based on that $78. The capacity to move everyone faster already exists. The TSA built 2 lanes and priced one of them. Frequent business travelers make up most of the pre-check enrollment, and a lot of them aren't paying the $78 anyway because their employer covers it. Premium credit cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve reimburse the global entry fee entirely, so good credit gets you the fast lane for free. Number 11, contactless card payments. A contactless payment takes 1.5 seconds. Chip card insertion runs 8 to 12 seconds, and cash with change runs about 30 seconds. And across 150 million daily retail transactions in the US, those seconds add up to something real. The technology existed from around 2015, but adoption sat at about 3% of card transactions until 2020. Combined with mobile ordering, contactless payment means you can walk into a Starbucks, grab your drink, and leave without making eye contact with anyone. Number 12, pharmacy drive-through windows. About 60% of Walgreens and CVS locations have a drive-through pharmacy window, and those windows were built for people who drive, which immediately cuts out the elderly, the disabled, and anyone relying on public transit. That's a problem because older adults managing chronic conditions are exactly the people picking up prescriptions most often. Adults without a college degree work an average of 6.4 hours on weekends compared to 4.2 for college graduates. So the window for a weekday pharmacy run is narrowest for the people least likely to have flexible scheduling. 12 systems. And the pattern across all of them is the same. The shortcut exists. It's technically available to most people, and the people who get the most out of it already had the most time, money, or schedule flexibility going in.